Hello. So it's me, Stacie. Sew Stacie on all the socials. If this is your first time here, hello. Thank you for joining. And if you are returning, thank you so much for coming back because you did not have to. So in my last video, I showed you all what it took for me to get through my first vendor show. I was so excited and it was great. It was a great experience. But then I thought about, hey, there were things that I just did not know that I kind of had to figure out along the way. I had different apps that I went to, just had seen some things. And I was like, there's somebody out there who wants to do a vendor show or is getting ready for their first vendor show and they don't know where to begin. So let's do this. For the next 20 minutes or so, I'm going to tell you some things that I found to be extremely helpful when I was getting ready to do my first vendor pop-up shop. And real talk, if you have a business, I would say small business, not so much larger business, but if you have a small business, I feel like these tips are just good for you in general. So sit back, stay tuned, and comment, let me know how you feel about some things that I've shared with you all. Enjoy. So number one, packaging supplies. If you are selling, you're thinking like maybe only up to 100 people, 50 to 100 people, we'll say that. I would say use Amazon. Amazon, if you have a Prime account, you can get 2-day shipping. If your cart on most items, if your cart is over like $25, you can get same day shipping. You can get same day shipping as well as you can get it by like 8 a.m. the next morning. So that's really good. But if you have a larger amount, uline.com, uline.com. Can't go wrong with that. They have really good things. Like say you have a boutique, you're selling a brand, nothing but your clothes. They have the plastic that you could put the pieces in. You name it, Uline has it all the way down to the boxes. That's a whole nother subject for a whole nother day. Beyond that, when I went to Amazon, because that was my preference, I ordered some paper bags with handles, like the cute little shopping bags. And I got the medium, not small, not medium, but that in-between size, because I'd sold enough of my items in previous times to know exactly how I wanted it to look. So you can get any color pretty much. I'm going to have links for all of these things in the bottom, because even though I'm going to give you the link for the pink, you can switch the color to red or whatever. But so I ordered medium size. I love saying medium size pink bags with handles. I also got tissue paper because my goal was to put tissue paper, the product that you purchased, as well as one of my thank you cards in there. And we'll talk about the thank you cards in just a second. I also ordered some brown paper bags, like the bigger ones, like a true shopping bag. The reason I got those because I knew that I had people who may buy clothing and shoes and whatnot. Like I had a pair of sequin boots that were for sale and the boots were pretty long. So I wanted them to not have to walk out with that stuff in their hands. So I ordered, I think about 50 brown paper bags with the handles, and it's good. I had enough sense to not take everything out of the box. So that's that. So Amazon is great for that. I also used hanging tags. I put my little wrist cuffs. I put those together. I sold 2 in a pair, as you saw. I strung those together with my little tags, and I wrote the price on there. And I put, in case it got separated, there were 2 for $10. And I got those from Hobby Lobby because that was something that I thought about at the very last minute. So I went to Hobby Lobby, and I think I got 25 or maybe 50 in a pack for like $1.49. But Amazon also has them, and it was like 200 in a pack for maybe $5 or something along those lines. So prices are pretty much about the same, but with Amazon, you can get it in bulk, just a little bit cheaper possibly. So yeah, I got the tissue paper, the bags, the tissue paper and the bags from Amazon.com. I had some thank you cards that I ordered some time back. I got those from Vistaprint.com. I absolutely love the thank you cards because my first product that I truly started SewStacie.com for were my bonnets. And with those bonnets, I was selling sequin bonnets for women in the beauty community. And I wanted to give them a way to know how to care for them. So I put, how to care for the sequin bonnets, how to care for the regular bonnets. And I also put my website information on there and other ways that you can follow me on the socials. I have so many of those still left. I no longer really sell, and I'm saying really because I can sell the sequin bonnets, but those are a little bit tricky to work with. But I had so many left. I was like, these are definitely still going to be used as thank you cards. So put those in a bag with the tissue paper, and it made a cute little way of, hey, tell somebody about me when you get home. They love the bonnets. They may want to buy a bonnet for someone for a holiday, and they have that card. Easy way to reach out to me. And also for the bonnets, product labels. I always get my labels for my bonnets, clothing, whatever I'm making from the Dutch Label Shop. Dutch Label Shop, for the most part, has a sale ever so often, but I have this little thing within me. I never recreate the same label twice. So I don't know how many rounds of labels that I've ordered, but they have great prices and you can design that label to look however you want. And it comes to you pretty fast. Shout out to the Dutch Label Shop, DutchLabelShop.com, because I just love them. Like, they've just done so good by me for so long. So that was tip number 1, packaging supplies. Tip number 2, offer a discount at your vendor setup. Give them a reason to want to buy something from you then versus going to your website later on. For instance, with me, my bonnets, I'm selling them for $20. But at my event that I had a couple weeks ago, I sold them for $12. I sold them for $12, and I made sure I told them it's $12 today. I can't remember what the price of my cuffs are online, but I sold them 2 for $10 on that day. So again, I think they're $8. But at any rate, you want to give them a reason to say, oh, this is quality, and let me go ahead and get these real quick. Because if you buy them online, guess what? You also got to pay for shipping, and it's a little bit higher. Give them a reason to want to buy your product right then and there. Number 3. Go cashless if you can. We live in a crazy world. You never know who has slipped through the cracks and may be at this event. Now, for me, with my whole vendor event, I knew we all had something in common at this place. Like, this was like an end of year, hey, we love you, everybody, let's eat and be merry and all these things. But you may find yourself at a vendor event where you don't know people, and you do not want to let it be known that you have cash on you. So if you can help it, copy your QR code from wherever you may handle money. So I use my QR code from my Cash App, because everybody for the most part has Cash App or PayPal. But I think Cash App, what I've just seen around a lot of people, is the most common. So I saved my QR code, and I created a cute little sign, put my QR code on that, and it was seamless. Oh my goodness. Like, I think I only took cash from one person. You can't beat that with a bag. Every dime that I made on that day was cashless, and I just love it. So, but because some people may want to pay with cash, you do need to have some on you. So I would say take you about $20 in ones, maybe 2 5s, 2 10s, maybe a 20, but that's it. And when you're done that day, if you don't need to use that money, put it up because you may need it for another event, as opposed to blowing it, but it's your money, do your thing. I just found that it just made sense to me to just put that money to the side for when I may need it again. Tip number 4, decorate your table with whatnots that reflect your personality. I feel like that's a great attraction. People see things that remind them or let them know, like, oh, she's dainty, she's this, he's this, whatever. So I had a lot of little, cute little flowers. Of course, they weren't real. Cute little flowers with, cute little metallic vases or something like that. And but I also put some little cute sewing whatnots. A great place to get those is like the clearance section in Hobby Lobby. I have a lot of those things around the house because I've been planning to redo my sewing room, but I can't stop throwing things into the sewing room. And for that reason, it's just, I don't even want to say junky. It's just always something going on in there. And I don't know when I'm actually going to get a chance to clean and paint and make it cute. But you can get those little whatnots, put them out on your table. You can't go wrong with that. Unless it's a private event, spread the word about your pop-up shop. Put that on your socials. Hey, everybody, I'm going to be here. I'm going to be there. You know, pull up on me. Show a little preview of some of the things that you're going to sell. You know, you don't want to put all your business in the street, but attract some people. Again, I knew that the one that I went to was sort of a private event. Like it would be my sorority sisters and their families. And yeah, so I didn't really broadcast about it because I wanted it to be intimate, you know, and for us. But if it was truly me out in the streets, woo-hoo, I'm sending out the smoke signal. Come with your money. Shop. Be merry. Let's do this. Also, a solid tablecloth. That's just something that I noticed. It's something that I thought to do. I could not find the tablecloth that I wanted because I kind of did it at the last minute. If you notice, I only really prepped all of this stuff in like 2 or 3 days. I sold a lot of stuff in 2 or 3 days. I was so tired. But I was like, I have a white duvet cover set that looks like pinched. And I was just so intrigued. I was like, I'm going to put that out and it's going to work. But a solid covering of some sort is very attractive. I don't want to say more attractive than something else, but it does not clash. Like you also, I had a lot of different prints of bonnets. It didn't clash by having that solid tablecloth. Number 5, take a buddy. My mom asked me, Stacie, who's going with you? And I was like, oh, I got it. I'm not worried about it. I got it. I'm so glad that my mom, who never leaves my side, truly was like, yeah, no, I'm coming with you. I was like, okay, great. Let me tell you why you need a buddy. At some point, you got to go to the bathroom. You're just going to leave your stuff sitting out. You know, and even if the person that's sitting next to you, they can help, you know, they can watch your stuff, but what if they get a sale, you know, and not even that you're worried about somebody stealing your stuff, you know, especially where I wasn't really worried about that, but what if someone wants to buy something and I'm not there? So I just made it seamless. You already got the QR code sitting out on the table. My mom was there with me. My mom was even packing the bags. Like we had some bags with the tissue paper inside and the thank you card, and she just passed it to me and I put the bonnet in it, and I already told people to scan the QR code, and it was just seamless. You need a buddy. My mom helped me to, you saw in the video, she helped put this rolling rack together, which was very necessary, as well as she helped me pack up the stuff the night before I put it at the door. She came over. We had to pack the car up in the rain. It was a whole thing. But my mom is my buddy and me. So she came with me. We put the stuff in the car, took it. A few people helped to unpack the car, but we set everything up. She never complained. Just love her to death. You need a buddy. That's the whole point I'm making. You need a buddy. You need a buddy. You need a buddy. If you can help it, take a buddy with you and throw them some change. You know, don't be cheap. Give them a couple dollars. Number 6, if selling clothing, use that rack. Use that rack. When we got there, we had taken the top of the rack apart. So you had the bottom rolling in and we just held the top. We had to put it together inside. When we got ready to leave, we were like, why don't we just roll the rack? Seamless. We roll the rack. So the whole point of number 6 is do something to make your situation easier. Because what I did was, as if I was moving, I pushed all the clothes. Pre-hung the clothes the night before, put tags on all the clothing with the prices the night before. The little dollar stickers that you can get from the dollar store, I put those on the shoes, put the prices on them, set all that up to just keep things flowing smooth the next day. But as far as the clothing, because I did all of it the night before, I used 2 garment bags and I put all the clothes between the 2 garment bags, zipped them up, and I was able to take all the clothes in 2 trips and hung it on the rack. So make things easy for you. If you're selling clothing, use that rack. Use that rack for whatever you need to use that rack for. And lastly, trust yourself. you had the nerve to say, I'm going to do this. Keep that nerve and let it make you be great. Talk about your product. No one knows your product like you do. No one knows it. I'm going to make you think that you need this satin line hair bunny because that's all you need in your life for your life to be great, okay? This is the best thing you will ever own in your entire life. It's greater than the house that you're sleeping in. You need this hair bunny. You got to sell your product. You know, you got to be confident in it. You got to let people know that they need what they need. And I got to a point where I was just like, it's kind of quiet. Nobody's really walking around. I got up. I walked around. I had a bunnet in one hand. I had two bunnets in one hand, and I had my cuffs in the other hand. And I just walked around and showed people the prices, told them about it. And I got some sales off of just walking around. Come from behind that table. Like Andre 3000 said, let them know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to step on outside and let them know what's going on. So trust yourself, because no one knows your product. No one has what you have but you. So that's that. And your bonus that I'm going to give you. If you have Canva, please bump up to Canva Pro. You get some templates in Canva, and that's cute. But Canva Pro, y'all, those $10, those are the best $10 you would ever spend. I don't care what I need a template for. Canva has it. I literally typed in pop-up shop, and it gave me all these different templates. I'll show you all, you know, which you already saw in the video, but with mine, I just thought it was so cute, and I just changed the colors to what I wanted it to be. I put my info, and that was that. It took all of 3 minutes. Print, frame. I always keep frames in the house. That frame was brand new that I got on clearance from Hobby Lobby. Had not used it, and I used like a little book display holder and set that up. Cost no money. But Canva Pro, if you are selling anything and you need to advertise, you want to attract people to your site, Canva Pro is it. The regular Canva that's free is cute, but Canva Pro, it's like a whole new world. Like you put that key in and unlocked a treasure chest. Go ahead and pay for Canva Pro. If I ain't told you nothing else, get you some Canva Pro in your life. So I copied my QR code from Cash App, put that into the template that I chose, and that was that. Shopify point of sale. My whole website is through Shopify. Point of sale, I think I had just been too busy, so I couldn't see the forest for the trees. Didn't even realize this was a thing. But point of sale is there for you. You have the standard one, and then you have the pro. The pro, I think for the first couple of months, is like $1, and then after that, it goes up to some price. But it pretty much works the way that I just kind of told you the Canva thing works with. You can put your QR code in. So, all of that is there for you. I'm definitely going to try that because I looked into setting that up, but kind of at the very last minute, and I was just too tired to really read for comprehension. But I do have it there, and that is just something that I thought I would point out to you all. So Canva Pro, great advertising tool, and you can throw your QR code in there. Shopify point of sale, you can also do that as well. I have the Square app. When I first started making products, before I ever thought about having a true online store, I was using the Square app. I still have the Square app on my phone. A lot of the pictures of the bonnets that I put in there and the prices and the description, all of that information is still there. The only reason I don't use that as much is because, honestly, I don't have a need to anymore. From using the Square app, that's what inspired me to get my own website, because when I was just using that and people knew I sold bonnets, it was word of mouth, and I would say, hey, y'all, buy these bonnets, and then I would get inboxes from so many people. Hey, what color do you have? Hey, do you have this? Do you have that? And I would spend all evening going back and forth showing people stuff, and they may not even make a sale, and it was just tiring to me. And I was like, I need a landing site where people could just buy these things in their sleep if they want. And that's pretty much how that went. But I do keep the Square app because sometimes someone wants to buy something and it's just real easy to make that sale right there. I can email them the receipt. Everything is loaded. They could use a credit card. It's perfect. So I really use that as just a backup. But I have not had to use it, I know, in a year. So that's my bonus. Canva Pro, Shopify point of sale. If you do have a website, if you have a store with Shopify already, and the Square app, if you are selling one thing and there aren't a lot of different variations of it, Square app is pretty good and there's no fee. So that is the end of this video. I gave you all some, I feel, some really good, helpful tips if you are setting up for a vendor shop. And real talk, if you are just trying to run a business, these are things that I have learned from selling my hair bonnets and whatnot. Visit my website, sewstacie.com, if you're interested in any of my items, or you just want to see some of the things that I've mentioned thus far. But that's it. If you have made it this far and you have not subscribed to my channel, what you waiting for, baby? Let's do this. Please subscribe. Please like. Please share my page out and tell other people. Share this video out. I think this is some really good stuff that I kind of wish I had in one spot when I got ready to sell products. And again, I told y'all this because it had to get real for me with doing my first vendor shop, my first vendor pop-up, but it's really great tools for running a small business. So that's it. Again, like, share, subscribe. Please leave me some comments. Follow me on all the socials. I'm Sew Stacie everywhere. Everywhere. Did I say everywhere? Because I mean everywhere. Follow me on Sew Stacie everywhere. And you all be blessed. Have a grand day, night, or whatever you got going on. And that's it till next time. Bye. But before I could even post this video, I got contacted about another vendor show. So I had 2 vendor shows like back to back. I was so blessed, so thankful. And I actually split a small setup with my friend Maria, Shop Wasted by Maria on Facebook. She has the best waist beads I've ever worn. Don't know about anybody else. But her information will also be included in my description box. Don't forget, it's the first day of Amazon Prime. Check out all the links that I provide in the description box. Take care.